Oh, hi, good morning everyone. Today's a rainy day and it's also a baking day. Yes, today we are going to bake in many different ovens. But first, let me put on my apron and follow me to the Gluten Morgan Lab. Welcome. Today's a no edition video. Raw, as it should be. So, as I told you, we are going to bake bread today in many different ovens. I'll be using this one that you're seeing right now here, the countertop oven, which is an electric oven, simple oven, countertop. Then I have my electric home oven. And there you'll see, or maybe come and sneak peek with me. There I have two ovens, the deck oven on the right and on the left, an electric oven more for pastry. So we're going to follow me. We need to bake the bread, which is cold fermenting here in the fridge. Let me get two pieces. This is all the same bread. I'll show you the formula in a few minutes. Let me take this too. Yeah, I think it's okay. They've been in the fridge since yesterday for around almost 24 hours. Yes, 20 hours I think. 22, around 22 hours. The formula, in case you want to know, which is very simple. It's done with sourdough starter, a little bit of white flour, just a few of whole wheat flour. And here is the formula if you want to add it into my app, the Gluten Morgan Baker's Percentage, which by the way is totally free. So download it to your iPhone or Android. Okay, so I think I'm done. Here I have the first two breads of the rainy day. So the first one I'm going to bake it here, and the second one I'm going to bake it there. One very important thing when you bake bread, this kind of bread, which is kind of country bread or French bread, we need to use steam or vapor, which is water, in the oven, because we want, when the bread is being baked, we need it to, the crust should be still moist. It doesn't have to get dry too fast, because if the crust dries too fast, then we won't have this oven spring. We won't have an ear. We won't have those beautiful loaves that you see here in my channel. That's why we need steam. And there are many ways to make steam in the oven. So the first one, I'll show you how we make steam here in this oven. Yes, the counter deck oven. Then I'll show you another way there, and on the deck. On the four ovens, we're going to see four different ways of making steam in the oven. The first one, this simple one, let me show you the oven. It's very simple. It has, now it's already preheated at around 220 degrees centigrade, which is around 480 degrees Fahrenheit. And here I have the baking steel, which is also preheated, and there I have a tray. I'm going to put the fan. There's no fan working now on the oven. The thing is that there's a fan. There's a problem with the steam, because the fan is going to take all that steam away from the oven. So we need the oven to be to hold all this steam inside the oven while we are baking the bread. The first part of the baking, we could divide the process of a bread, which should be around 40 minutes. The first 15 or 20 minutes should be with steam, and then the second part, because the bread will be already opened with the ear, then we just need to make it darker, or making it golden brown. That's the second part of the baking, which you don't need steam anymore. But on the first part, yes, you need some steam, and the way that we are going to make steam in the oven is of course with water. So I have here my crazy fireman, which is known in Spanish as el bombero loco, which is going to help me to make some moist in the oven. Yes, and also a little bit of water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the bread inside there, use my bombero loco, and then a little bit of water in the tray. So, okay, let's start. First of all, here I have my peel, and one of the breads that we're going to use. This one. Beautiful fermented, slow fermented, cold fermented. As you can see, it's the air inside the bread is tight, it's compressed because the low temperature compresses the air. That's why you see the bread when it comes out of the fridge a little bit compact. But it's perfectly fermented. So first of all, need to put some flour on the peel so it doesn't get stuck in there, otherwise we would lose the bread. And now I unmold it. Whoa, very carefully. Perfect. And now the good part, there are two good parts of slow and cold fermenting. The first one is that, as I told you, the bread is very stiff, very hard. So it's easier for me to make the scoring, which is going to be like a chirurgical cut. Now I'm going to do this. And the second thing, which is also important, is the taste of the bread, which enhances much more when you do, or you retard the fermentation, then you get tastier bread rather than baking them without going through some cold fermentation. So those two reasons are the best. But the first one is that this cut is going to be, the scoring is going to be perfect. Wow. Of course, you always need to use a blade, very sharp blade. So take a look, all the bubbles there. This means that we have a very good fermentation. So what is important about baking with steam? That's what I wanted to show you. This is the crust. This is going to be the crust, but I don't want it to get dry so fast. So first, in the first part of the baking, we need to have some steam in order to keep this moist and let the bread grow inside the oven to make the oven spring and generate this year on the outside, which is also beautiful. So this way we let it grow, and then the crumb is going also to develop, to open, to get that open crumb. Well, that all comes from a good baking. So the first part of the baking should be with steam, and that's what I'm about to do right now. So the stone, this baking steel, which is kind of stone, is also super preheated, and the oven also, that's key, really important. So now I'll put the bread on the steel, on the baking steel, gently. Now some water with a bombero loco, the crazy fireman, and also going to pour some water here, woo, on the tray. Whoa! And may the gluten be with it. Now I'll let it there for around 15 minutes and see what is going to happen in here. Leave it here. And may the bombero loco be with it. Now, let's move on to the second bread of the day. Now, it's time for the home oven, which is, this oven is an electric oven, like this one. Well, by the way, the 4 ovens today are electric, but they work in different forms. So, this was the countertop oven, which is the easier oven, the fastest and the cheapest oven in the market. And then we move on to this one, to an electric oven, which it's more powerful, it has fan. I can also cut off the fan, but today I'll be using the fan because we're going to use this Dutch oven, which is another way to make steam with the bread, because all the water that's inside the bread while it's baking, all the water of the bread is going to evaporate, but it won't get out from the Dutch oven because it's going to be there, encapsulated everything in the Dutch oven. So all that steam will keep the crust or the future crust moist, and that will get, I hope so, the oven spring. So okay, let me put on my gloves, my Kevlar gloves, okay, because this thing is going to be a little bit hot. And I'll use this to help me, and let's take the Dutch oven out of the oven, which is also preheated. Remember to preheat everything. The oven, the Dutch oven, the tray, whatever you're going to use, always needs to be preheated. Temperature, the same temperature, around 250 degrees centigrade, which is around 482 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really hot. And also this is really hot and heavy. That's the difference. So, okay, the Dutch oven is preheated and ready. Is it going okay? I don't want to see. Going good? Okay, I hope so. So now, I'll put some flour here too. And I have another one, second bread ready. This one is bigger and it's also well fermented. Take a look at this. But you can see here all this moist. If you put this on top of a peel right now, all this moist will get stuck onto the peel. So you won't move the bread from the peel and you will lose it. That's why I also put some flour or semolina, you can use whatever you have, on the base, because this is the base of the bread. So now time to mold it. Wow, it's huge. Wow, beautiful. Now, the same thing. Time to make the scoring, which should be in angle. Remember, this is a batard. When you cut a batard, when you score a batard, you should do it at 45 degrees. That's the secret to get a beautiful oven spring. Good. Look at the crumb, all the bubbles. That's the crumb, which is perfectly fermented. So now I'm going to close with the lid this Dutch oven, and all the water that comes out of or will evaporate from the bread will keep there inside the Dutch oven and will help it to open, to grow perfectly in the other oven. So these are two ovens, two per one, I don't know, two ovens in one. Okay, wow, this is heavy. And now I'll put like, I don't know, 15 minutes. 15, 18, 20, it's okay, 15 minutes. We're going good. Let's check the other oven. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good sign. Check it, take a look. It's not flat. There's some kind of step. There's like a little step, which is going to be the ear. So let me just a little bit of more water. It's not necessary, but I don't know, by instance, 10 minutes left. Okay, now we need to move to another oven. So let's get two more breads. Follow me. I don't need that. Okay. I have two. We can, yes, use a round one, a batard, and one of this, which is a bowl. Two. Oh, by the way, have I shown you? Here I have all my sourdoughs. This is my sourdough that I built it using seawater from the Patagonia. I started with seawater and it worked. I also have this one, which is made with grapes. I started this with grapes. This is my last acquisition. And here I have another one from Ushuaia, from the end of the world. I made this using snow, with snow. I started this with snow. And what else? Oh, this one. This one, I brought this one from Belgium, from the sourdough library. My friend Carl de Schmidt, maybe you're watching. Hello, Carl, how are you? This sourdough starter has 240 years old. Yes, it came originally from Finland. Then a monk took it to Greece, and from Greece, the sourdough librarian took it to Belgium, and then I went to Belgium and brought it here to, where am I? Guess, leave me in the comments and tell me, where do you think I am right now? Where is the Gluten Morgan lab? Okay, so let's go back to the lab. Follow me. Shoot. We're going to bake in that oven in a few seconds. Shoot, there. Okay, looking good. And now, the third oven of this rainy day. It's still raining? Yes, it's still raining. Okay, good. The third oven is an electric oven. Not like this one and that one and the other one. They're all electric. And it's a convector oven which has a huge fan, not two fans. And I can stop them. So if I can stop the fans in an oven, then I cannot bake like in this one just with water and steam, direct steam. I should do something in order to keep that steam while I'm baking the bread. So what can I do? There's a trick which I am not going to do, and there's a video about that if you look here in my channel. If you have an electric oven with the fan, and you can stop the fan, because in this oven you can stop the fan. You can decide if you want to use it, or rather not, you can do it. But in that other oven, which is a pastry oven, you cannot do that. You can't stop the fan. So that's a problem when you want to bake with direct steam. So what I use, I am not going to do that now, I'm going to show you another way. But the hack to use that oven is to preheat it at maximum heat, around 300 degrees. That should be more than 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So you keep it heating very, very hot, and when then you take the bread with a peel, like I did in this one, do the same thing. You then go to put the bread on the tray, you add some steam, and then you turn off the oven. Then turn off the oven, and what happens? You turn off the fan too, or the fans in this case. So in this case, you turn off the fans, and then there's no wind inside the oven, and then you can keep the steam floating inside. So there's a way to make the bread oven spring, to get an oven spring, and then when you see that around 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you get the oven spring, then you lower the temperature and restart the oven. Put it on again, and then you get both things. You did it with steam, direct steam, and then you just bake it the regular one. But today I'm going to make something in between. In this one I use the Dutch oven, but now what I am going to use are these bags, oven bags, which are prepared for baking chicken or meat or fish, and should be ready for high temperature. This one can resist up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 280 degrees Celsius. So you should check that the plastic bags, these oven bags that you are going to use, are resistant to high temperature. So the idea is the same as the Dutch oven. We are going to put the bread inside the bag, and we're going to keep all the moisture, all the gases, all the steam that comes out of the bread inside the bag. And then at the half of the baking, then we'll remove the bag and let it get golden brown like normal bread. So that's the same thing that I'm going to do. I just need 2 bags. These are one-time use. They are only one-time use. You cannot reuse this bag again. Okay, so I have 2 bags. I need my peel, which is here. And then I do the same thing. Some flour on the bread, like I said. Here, doo-doo. Some more flour here. There, this is a bowl, which is round, and this is the oval one, which is the batter. So now, let's go with the first one. Flour here, and unmolding. Whoop. Perfect. Now, scoring 45 degrees, and there, check. Good. Open the bag, and here it goes. Inside the bag, ready to go into the oven. Wow. There. Now I need to close the bag in order the gases not to escape from here. So I'll let it just a few seconds there. I need to go fast with the second one. Let's do this fast. More flour, the round one. And when you use round one, you can go deeper. The cut can be deeper, the scoring. You don't need, you can do it deeper, now going on 45 degrees. That's straight. Okay, into the back too. And we need to run to the oven. Forrest, run. 1, 2, and let's go to the other oven. Woo, follow me. It's still raining. It's very dark here today. Okay, so this is the oven, which is also preheated at the same temperature, 250 degrees. One goes in there, and see the fans. Those are the fans that I can turn them off. They're working all the time. But if I put the bread in the box, in the bag, then you won't have a problem about the steam, because it's going to be there inside the bag. Oof, see how they're moving. Okay, 15 minutes, and we are ready to go. And this is the other oven that we're going to use right now, which is also preheated at 250. This is a deck oven. There's a stone which comes with the oven, of course. And this is the bread. This is a professional oven, bread oven, which is not the best oven in the world. Of course, it's just a regular oven, and this one has no steam. There are some kind of deck ovens which has like a key that you can press, and then you get steam in the oven. In this case, I'm going to make the steam with this, with another Bombero Loco. Okay, so let's go back there. I don't know, no, I can leave these ones here. No, I'll take them with me, I don't know. Come with me again. Ooh, wow, take a look at this. Wow, that's a good part of using this kind of oven. You can see the oven spring that we're having today. Beautiful, what do you think? Tell me in the comments so far which is the best method that you like. This one, that one, or the third one. And now comes the fourth method, which we are going to bake 6 bread at the same time. I don't know, I have to be ready. First of all, I need to bring all the bread. Let me put this here. There. Come with me. We need to bring 6 bannetons. Do I have 6 bannetons? I have more than 6. 1, 2. Do you like spicy sauce? I have some spicy sauce if you want. Another one. 3, 4, 5. One missing, no, right? Let's see. And this one. 6. And now, oh, I think I can make it. Yes. Mission accomplished. Wow, okay. 5 minutes for the Dutch oven. This one, 35 seconds. Good. Now I need to prepare the other big oven, because the deck oven, we're going to put 6 bread at the same time. Well, at the same time, exactly the same time, I don't know, but we're going to do it fast. We're going to be ready to run, but I think first I need to check this one, which is about to sound the set of the alarm seconds. But now I don't have to do much. I only need to check if there's some water. Okay, good. Now let me put 15 more minutes in order to get golden brown. What I need to remove now, if there's some steam there, let me check. No, there's no more steam. Perfect. If here I had some more water, I should have removed it. But it's okay. No need to do anything by the moment. Beautiful. The bread is beautiful. So now we need to get it golden brown. Perfect. 15 minutes and we'll check it. Here I have 4 minutes, so I have 4 minutes to run to the deck oven. So here I have a huge peels in which I should, I don't know. I know. Yes, I know. Okay, first flour. I want to flour the peel and prepare all this bread. I have this shower caps. I don't know if you discovered these are shower caps. Whoop, that are very handful when working with bannetons or even with bowls. I use it to cover the bowls. Okay, so now flour on the base of each loaf. Get here and there, and also this one. Good, and now time to mold to peel. One there. Wow. There it goes. Let's put another one here. Good. 2. This is here. Here I can put some more. 2 more. Put this one. 1, 2. Good. And Now I'll use this too. 4 peels for 6 bread. I could have used less peels, but since I have all these peels, I want to do it easier. Okay, there. So I should do the scoring, but this is about to sound. I don't know what to do. Maybe we can check how are the bags going. No, follow me. Let's see. They're looking. Oh, looking great. We also have the. Let me open this quick. There, you can see there's here. Wow. As you can see, there's the step that I say. You can see mini ear about to open. So that means we're going good. We still have left almost 9 minutes to go. So let's go back to the lab and let's open. Let's remove the lid and see what's going on there. The good thing or the bad thing about these two methods with or even with the bag is that when you're using bag, you are seeing on real time what is going on with your bread. But in this kind of Dutch ovens, it's a mystery. You won't see what happens till this very moment when I remove the lid. And every time I do that, when I see an ear, I say, thanks, the gluten that has been with me. But till this moment, I don't know. I just don't know what is going. Do you know what's going to happen? No? No? Oh yeah. Yes? Okay. Okay. Just a few seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. No? Almost, eh? Almost. So, let's see. Dun, dun. Are you ready? Go. Wow! What did I say? This is hot. Wow, excellent. Good, so now back into the oven for around 15 minutes, I'll say. Maybe we need some few minutes more, I don't know, 15, 18 minutes is okay. Beautiful, great. Wow, now I can rest. No, the bread here. Oof, this is a rush. Okay. Let me remove the gloves and now have to score 6 bread in a row. 1, 2. This lamb, which is this piece of wood, is from olive wood and an artisan made it to me in Barcelona, Spain. Okay, another one. There we go. The thing is that in this oven that we're going to bake now, the deck oven, the secret to have a good oven spring is to have a lot of steam, but at the same time you need to bake more than just 1 bread. You need to bake at least 6 bread, because if you bake just 1 bread, the steam won't be enough. Oh, this is heavy. Won't be enough, and then you won't have an oven spring. That sometimes it can happen also when you bake 6 pieces of bread, but I hope not. Whoa. There, let me go running from here. I'll be back with these 2. Here, the other 2. And now, let's bake all them together. Okay, let's go. When you use this kind of peel, you don't have to put the peel in the air and then do like this. Just put the front part of the peel and try to slide them slightly there. Now I do the same with this one. Don't take too long because the bread will stuck onto the peel. And now this one and the last one, 6. I could have baked 8. Now comes the best part, the most artisan part, making some steam. There, a lot of steam. We need steam. The bread will also release steam, but I need to add some more steam so we can get an oven spring. Good. So now I'll put 20 minutes. What? This way. 20 minutes. Now working, and some more steam. Here. Whoa. That's the downside of not having a bottom with steam. It works. Well, it should work. I don't know. There. Whew. Tired. Good. Let's see this one's. Oh, looking good. Take a look at the batter and the bowl. I think looking good. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left, and now we need to go back and see what's going on with the other bread. Wow, great. Oof, this one is looking gorgeous. This one looking gorgeous. Beautiful. So we have a few minutes. I think we can do something. What if we feed the sourdough starter? Follow me. Not the ones that I showed you before. This is the sourdough starter that I use regularly. This is my sourdough starter, the original, the one that I use to bake all this piece of bread, which I still have 2 more to bake later on another video. So come with me and we'll feed the sourdough. What I need is sourdough. How many minutes do we have here? 6 minutes, 11 minutes. And we need flour, starter, water, and of course, a spoon. Here's my starter, which I used and I fed yesterday. It's been in the fridge for hours since yesterday, but check all the bubbles that it has. A lot of bubbles, that means that's a lot of activity. And how I use it. This is the way that I use my sourdough starter every day to bake bread. When I come here into the lab, like today, but today it's a baking day, I remove it from the fridge, as you can see, like this, active, and I use it. I make all the bread that I have to do, and then I feed it again with flour and water, always by the eye, you see it now. And when it starts rising, then I put it again in the fridge, which is around 5 degrees Celsius, which is in Fahrenheit. Let me check a second. 5 degrees centigrade to Fahrenheit, that's around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the temperature of my fridge. And I let the sourdough starter to grow slowly till it doubles or triples in size in the fridge. And then on the next day, I remove it again, ready to use. I use it, feed it, and then goes back into the fridge. So that's a cycle that I use every day to have my sourdough always active. And that's an important thing of the sourdough starter in order to have or to bake good bread. It's that it should be lower in acid. Of course, sourdough sourdough, of course, by itself is sour or acid. That's normal. But the thing is that its pH should be around between 4 and 5. So, to put it in simple words, we need to have the sourdough starter low in acidity. Because the acidity, if it's too acid, the sourdough is too acid below 4, then you have problem with the gluten network. And what is the gluten network? Is the thing that gives the shape of the bread. That's like the skeleton of the bread. So if you have problems with the gluten network, then you end up with flat breads. Maybe that might have happened to you a few times. One of the reasons could be because you're using a too acid sourdough starter. So in order to keep it low in acidity, you have to use it. That's the best way to keep it low in acidity. Why? Because you pick a piece, you just take a piece, and take a look at the bubbles, by the way. You take a piece of the sourdough starter, you use it to make some bread, and then you refresh or you feed again your starter with more flour and water. And this way keeps always your sourdough starter healthy. That's the way to keep it healthy, because you use a part and then you refresh it every day. Oh, there's an alarm sounding. Which one? That way. Okay, let's go. I think it's I'll take the gloves. I think it's I need another thing. This, the bags. Wow. Whoa, yes. Good. Let's check this. Ta-dum. Wow, take a look at this. Beautiful. So, we need to be careful with when I open the bag because there's all the steam. Wow, that steam is really, really hot. And so now what I do, I remove the bag like this. We have this beautiful spring, oven spring. And now I do the same with the other one. Be careful with that steam. Remove the bag fast. And now that we have this beautiful oven spring, what do? Just let them end baking and get them golden brown. So I'll give them some more 15 minutes and see what happens. By the way, since we are here, I want to see what is going on. It looks kind of good. Just put another little bit of steam there, but I think we're going, I don't want to see too much, but I think we're going kind of good. The gluten might be with us. We still have 14 more minutes to return here and 14 more minutes here too. So let's go back to the oven. We have a minute and 20. Maybe I can rotate here since we are not using a fan here. Sometimes the corner of the bread, it's not. Yes. Oh, look. Okay. Turn it around. Let it for around 1 more minute, or maybe one. I can add a minute more in a few seconds, but it's looking beautiful. So, and here we have 6 more minutes. Perfect. Good. Now this bread is being baked with a fan. Oof, looking really good. And turn it around again. This one too. Wow. I'll tell you about those bubbles in a few seconds, in a few minutes. Excellent. Good. So all the bread are kind of going okay. And I was here working with a sourdough starter. So, well, as I told you, the key to have a perfect sourdough, healthy and active and strong sourdough starter is to use it or to feed it daily. This is the basement, this is the skeleton, this is the base of the pyramid, which is all the baking process. If we use a non-active or not healthy sourdough starter, we'll have problems. Yes, this bread is almost ready. Well, it's done. I'll turn it off. I'll turn off the oven and let it cool down for a minute or two. Then we'll open it and see what's going. Sometimes I do that if I can, so we get some more extra crispiness in the oven, with the oven off. So, as I told you, the problem with the starter that it should be really, really active. So if it's not active, remember that this sourdough starter is yeast. This is just yeast. This yeast, artisan yeast, house-made yeast. So, but it's yeast. So it should be the same thing if you buy in the supermarket some old yeast and you try to use that yeast, you will have problems because the bread won't proof, won't rise. Well, the same thing is going to happen when you use not active sourdough starter. So, in order to keep it active, you need to feed it and use it regularly. That's why you are making sourdough from the beginning, to use it. So, pretend that I just use it. So now what I'm going to do is to feed it again. And as I told you, I feed it by the eye. I just add a few spoons of flour. I am using bread flour right now. Not using any measure, I'm not weighing, nothing. Just using flour and water. The thing is to keep it low in hydration. That's the secret. To keep it low in hydration, and when you keep it low in hydration, you make it work slower. So it works, if it's work a little bit slower or rises a little, proofs or ferment a little bit slower, it will be easier for you to understand what's going on and see the activity of the sourdough starter. That's why I always do it by the eye. just checking the texture. But you need to check if it's too stiff, you add some more water. If it's too dry, or if it's too stiff, you add more water. And if it's too dry, no. If it's too watery, then you add some more flour. That's the idea. So you don't have to wait, you don't have to measure anything, just mix flour and water and see how's the texture. Take a look at this. Looking good. It's kind of stiff. I could add a little bit more water if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to keep it like this. So now it's already fitted. Now the second thing is to keep it at room temperature, which should be warm, around 25 degrees Celsius, which are around 75 around Celsius, Fahrenheit, sorry. So this is a secret to have this sourdough starter always healthy and ready to work. And this is a texture. This is the kind of texture that I'm looking always when I feed my sourdough starter. Always keep it like this. Don't be afraid. Use it. Do it by the eye. Don't go waiting. Don't use measures. Just a little bit of flour, a little bit of water. Mix it and take a look at this. The texture. Keep it a little bit lower in hydration. That's a secret. A little bit lower in hydration, and then you have it always ready. And of course, use it. Bake bread. Make and bake bread. So you'll have this thing working perfectly. So now what's going to happen? This is going to start raising, like double in size, and then I'll take it back into the fridge. I'll use it tomorrow, and then I'll refresh it or feed it again and use it again, and that's the way to do it every day. Oh, we're a minute away from the second bread. This one is ready, and now it's time to remove. Wow, beautiful. The second one. Let me put on my gloves, and oh, it's looking beautiful with all those bubbles. I love have to wait 1 minute. These bubbles on the crust are incredible. That means that it has an excellent cold fermentation. Yes. Just 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Yeah. Oh, go. Wow. Take a look at this. Ooh. Ooh. And it's so light. Incredible. Let's take it out of the oven. Oh. Put it here. Just a second. Wow. Take a look. It's beautiful. Let me turn this thing off. Good. Wow. They look incredible. Wow, the blisters. See all these blisters? This means that it had an excellent cold fermentation, which is awesome. So, what do I need to do? Let me bring the cooling rack that I have here. So I'll put the bread on it. Take a look. This is really important. It should sound hollow and light. Wow, perfect. I'll put it here and see what a beautiful, nice and brown color it has. Let me move this there. And we also need to remove this one out of the oven. We can check the color of each one. Wow, beautiful too. It's a little bit more, or lighter, no, slightly lighter, which of course a little bit smaller, but they're both looking gorgeous. Also light, hollow, but this one is more like caramel, right? And this one is more light brown, really light brown, more golden brown. And this one is more brown with the blisters. I love these blisters. Beautiful, excellent oven spring. And I don't know, let's go to the other ovens and let's see how they're turning out. Oof, wow. This one is almost done. Take a look. Wow, good. Nice oven spring too. This one is beautiful too. 2 minutes left, and here, We are also 2 minutes left. Want to take a sneak peek? Shall we? We'll do it fast. Still have 2 minutes left. Whoa! Oh, yeah! Wow! Some okay, another maybe one didn't open that good. That's the thing with this oven. Sometimes the heat is not the same all around the oven, so some of them get an excellent oven spring. Sometimes they don't. It's, as I said, it's a professional oven, but not the best professional oven in the world. But it's good, okay, and it's cheap. So that's an important thing. I think we should, I don't know, but I think we should remove these ones. Okay, let's go back again one more time. Let's arrange everything here so we can bring the other bread from there. These are looking beautiful. We just let them cool down a little bit, then I will open one of them. Yes, let me remove this thing from here. Perfect. Put it there. Good. Ooh. And let's prepare more of this. And I have to bring the other two. Take this peel. Let's go. How many ovens do you have at home, or maybe in your bakery? 2, 4, 1. There. Perfect timing. The other one is sounding. This one is good. So let's take a look. Wow. Let me see what results are we having. This is smaller one. Oh, nice. This one. Wow. Beautiful oven spring. Let me see this one. This one is okay too. Wow. Beautiful. And this one's okay. Let me put that back there. This one, no, this one, that's what happened. It tried to open, but then it had dried too fast, so we lost the ear. And here we have another one with ear, good. That sometimes might happen, or may happen. Another one, no ear. But it's okay, it happens, sometimes it happens. It's the same bread, the same everything, so the problem here was the oven. You've seen, many different ovens, no problem. But this oven, sometimes, that's why I say maybe you should have baked eight pieces at the same time, not 6. You need more steam. That's the problem is when you lose steam. So these ones are ready. Wow, take a look. Beautiful. The bowl, wow. And the batter, golden brown, also with blisters. Excellent. And let me turn this one off. And we have 4 bread by the moment. We still have 6 more going on there. Put them. Ooh. There. Good. Oh, I forgot to set up the timer on the deck oven for another 15 minutes. Wow, let's go. 15 minutes, there. Okay, well, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Now, 1 minute left to take the bread out of the oven. So I have my peel here, there, and this cooling rack, which is, I don't know from where did I get this cooling rack, but it's bigger enough for 6 pieces of bread. So I'm about to sound. By the way, the rain is over, now it's sunny. It's complicated, so did you find out where am I located? Please write me in comments. And go making up your mind. Okay, this is almost ready. So which is the best method that you find in this video? Which is the best or the one that you like the most? There, no. I need to hear the tit. Getting ready. Oh, sorry, microphone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Wow. So we have that kind of bread. They are looking kind of good. I really like the color, the deep golden color that they have. And here I have 3 ones with ear. Ow. this is hot. Beautiful. Wow, good. This one's looking good. Put them there. And now let's bring the other 3. And here, well, we have one with ear, good, and these 2, no ear. But a lot of blisters. Take a look at all the blisters. But this is the thing about the oven, because all the bread were the same thing, same dough, same fermentation, same everything. So sometimes you can get this slightly problem, but the bread is okay. Ooh, wow, it's hot. Okay, let me turn this off. Good. Let's go back to the lab. Wow, beautiful. Follow me. So now, this is today's baking. This is today's baking. So we really had very good results. And the gluten, I may say, has been with us. Take a look. We have sun. What? It was raining, and now the sun. I don't know. Okay. Did I show you my bombero loco, the crazy fireman? Okay, let's go back to bread. So, let's review everything. This one came out of this countertop oven, which is kind of good, still warm. This one came out of the Dutch oven and the electric oven. Beautiful. And these 2 came out of the oven bags. The bull, beautiful, light. And the batard, also light too. The ear is it's not as big as this one, but it's a beautiful ear too. And here we have a mixture. Beautiful one, light, crispy, and hot. Wow! And the ones that did not open that good. But I'm fascinated with all the blisters. I love blisters. Did you know that a few years ago, I don't know how many years ago, the French master bakers hated the blisters. They said that was a mistake. But no longer, now it's not a mistake. Now it's something beautiful that you can get only when you cold ferment or retard the bread. This is because the difference in temperature when you take the bread out of the cold fridge and put it immediately in a hot oven. Then you get these blisters because of all the water that was on the crust. So we have all this bread, and please let me know which one is your favorite. The method, as I told you before, which method is the best. We've started with the very homemade bread in this countertop, then we moved to the Dutch oven in this electric home oven, which was kind of better. Then we used a pastry oven, which is an electric oven with fan that we couldn't turn off, so we used the bag. And then at the end we used the deck oven, professional oven, but not the best oven, so sometimes you can get these problems with the steam, so you have to be more accurate, or maybe all the pieces should weigh the same and maybe bake more, but I just baked 6, I should have maybe baked 8 pieces. But the results are excellent too. Beautiful bread, beautiful crust, light, that comes from a very healthy sourdough. The key, the secret of everything is this, is in here, to have a healthy and really active sourdough. The sourdough starter is not active and really strong, then you won't get healthy and good and light bread. So, what do you think if I open this one? Or shall I open this one? Or shall I open both of them? Or maybe this one and this one. Okay, this one. Yes, but first, hear this. Wow. Oh, great, and it's still hot. You shouldn't open the bread when it's still hot because of the starches that are inside the crumb, which is not yet finished to cook. That's why sometimes it looks a little bit a little bit like raw. The crumb looks like held. It's not yet gelatinized. That's the word. So I'll open it up all the same. Let's hear this. Wow. Oh, look at all the steam coming out. Wow. Nice crumb, beautiful crumb. And you can see the steam, it's still hot. Great. And now let me open, which one? This one of this one. I want to open this one, the bad one. Let's see what's going on here. Whoa. Wow. Beautiful too. Nice open crumb. And if you let this cool down a little bit more, you have even better and bigger pockets, because the starches are still working, not yet gelatinized as I said, but it's a beautiful crumb. Take a look. Wow, beautiful. Both they are looking beautiful. And the crust are almost the same. This one was done in the Dutch oven. This one was done in the bag, crispy, crunchy. And this one that was done in the countertop oven is also very good. And it also has blisters. The thing is that maybe I should have turned out the heat a little bit more higher on the second part of the baking. But it depends on you. If you like lighter crust or maybe darker crust, it depends on you. Sometimes in many bakeries in Northern Europe, they tend to bake longer the bread, and you get those deep brown colors which are almost like burnt. They are not burnt, but they look like burnt sometimes, and they like that kind of color. So it depends on you what kind of color do you like. So let's cut a slice and try it, right? Woof. Take a look at this. Oof, it's really spongy, tender, humid, and hot. This is still hot. You should wait in order to taste the bread in its perfect state. You should wait for around 2 hours till you try the bread. That's when you're going to get the best flavor out of the bread. 2 hours, if you let them cool for around 2 hours. This one just stayed cooling 20 minutes, but it's beautiful. And the smell. Oh. Oh. It tastes like bread. Have a try. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this baking crazy no edition video. It started on a rainy day. Now, it looks like it's going to rain again. Okay, strange weather. So I hope you have enjoyed all the kinds of ovens. Please let me in comments what you think about each method. Tell me which is your favorite one, what you've done. Maybe you have some other method. Okay, so that's all. Share this video if you like it. Subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. Like this video, and I'll see you on another one. And I'll finish my piece of bread. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you want to learn more about sourdough bread and sourdough starter, I encourage you to check the link on the description. And remember, this masterclass was specially designed for you.